Donald Trump actually took a shot at his own party. He would not frame it that way. But this video you're about to see is pretty clearly in response to the Republican Party's efforts to possibly cut Medicare and Social Security. Now, it won't happen. Biden has said he will veto anything on that, and the Democratic-led Senate would not go along with cuts to Medicare and Social Security. But it's been a private and sometimes publicly mentioned ambition of many members of the Republican Party, and that is so against the will of the American people. And Trump is actually taking, as rare as this is, the correct stance on this. And we're not doing this to celebrate Trump in this situation because he's only doing it because he thinks it's politically advantageous, but because it's bad for the Republican Party, him making this an issue and setting himself apart from them and damaging them in this way. So take a look at this video he released addressing this issue.
Under no circumstances should Republicans vote to cut a single penny from Medicare or Social Security to help pay for Joe Biden's reckless spending spree, which is more reckless than anybody's ever done or had in the history of our country. Biden has blown out the federal budget, wasted trillions on left-wing lunacy and the ridiculous Green New Deal, which is a tremendous problem and embarrassment to us.
So the Green New Deal talking point, which is so common on the right, doesn't make any sense because the Green New Deal both hasn't been passed and isn't supported by Joe Biden in full. So very strange. Let's skip forward a little bit.
We have right now. Well, we absolutely need to stop Biden's out-of-control spending. The pain should be borne by Washington bureaucrats, not by hardworking American families and American seniors. The seniors are being absolutely destroyed in the last 2 years. Cut the hundreds of billions of taxpayer dollars going to corrupt foreign countries. Cut the mass releases of illegal aliens that are depleting our social safety net and destroying our country. Cut the left-wing gender programs from our military. Cut the big...
I need someone to explain to me what these expensive, prominent gender programs in our military are, because I hear that talking point so often and genuinely don't know what they're talking about. Yes, our military is now spending their time doing gender studies. That's actually happening for sure. Please.
Billions being spent on climate extremism. Cut waste, fraud, and abuse everywhere that we can find it, and there's plenty of it. But do not cut the benefits our seniors worked for and paid for their entire lives. Save Social Security. Don't destroy it. The Democrats are looking to destroy Social Security. We're not going to let them do it. Thank you very much.
So at the end there, he's trying to blame the Democrats, saying they want to destroy Medicare and Social Security. But Trump, you started the video by saying Republicans by no means should support cutting Medicare and Social Security. Even the most conservative person who wants the Democrats to be terrible knows that the only individuals who have that interest, besides maybe someone like Joe Manchin, a very, very conservative Democrat, are Republican members of our government, 100%. And so that's just a dishonest way to end it, to not make it seem so much like an attack against his own party or an opposition to his own party. And the other thing that you need to notice when you hear him talk about these types of issues, and as you saw there, is what did he not mention? He was listing off ways that Medicare and Social Security could be funded by cutting gender studies in our military and all that. What did he not mention? Properly getting the taxes of those at the very top, because that is one of the ways we could keep these programs perfectly funded. Is one of the things Biden's doing, properly fund the IRS. You don't even have to raise a tax rate for this process, and you just go get taxes you should be getting from those at the very top by better funding the IRS. Again, like Biden is doing. And so Trump, while he pretends to be so anti-establishment, going against those in power, actually supports keeping them in power, thinking of any way possible to fund Medicare and Social Security other than getting taxes from those at the very top that we should be getting. We've seen, as we talk about so often, reports come out about the tax rate that billionaires will pay being in the single digits effective tax rate. Absolutely absurd. That's how we should protect these programs. Thank you so much for watching. If you want to be a part of what makes this show possible, plus get access to the full video version of the show hours before any of the clips are uploaded to YouTube, plus get the extra bonus show every single Saturday, you can do so by going to patreon.com/LukeBeasley. That's patreon.com/LukeBeasley, and there's a link in the description.